You okay there, Ma? Earthquake?
It's an earthquake, yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Konnichiwa Podcast Cafe, episode 14. I am Mai, and these are my co-hosts, Dan and Yuria.
Hey, hey.
へいへいいらっしゃいませ。今日も始まりましたこんにちはポッドキャストカフェエピソード14番目になりますイェイ
Yay. Dan,
Welcome.
how are you feeling this morning?
I am feeling, okay. I've got a combination of some kind of cold going on, some kind of allergy going on, and then some kind of hangover going on. So it's a real
いいじゃん
wombo combo, but I'm alive.
That's good to hear. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Went out last night. It was a good time. Didn't actually do anything too crazy. Got home around midnight. You know, it's been cold recently, and in the winter sometimes I just get this kind of like persistent kind of cold. It's not really a cold, just kind of like my body reacting to being frozen to death all the time, you know.
寒いね、確かに。
本当にもうここ最近ずっと寒いもんね凍えちゃう私の今ねレコーディングしてる部屋がエアコンがついてなくてめちゃくちゃ寒い、
そうね雪とかも降ってるもんねたまに
そう、あお腹が鳴っちゃった
お腹空いた
お腹空いた
Yuria is hungry. I'm hungry too, actually.
Yeah. Usually after drinking, I get, like, obviously depending on the level of hangoverness, I do get hungry. I guess I get fuller easier than I usually do when I'm hungry when I have had drinks the night before. I actually went out last night too. I don't know, my voice is a little bit hoarse at the moment.
I was gonna say.
ね、私も昨日の夜友達と飲みに行ってでまあ二日酔いまではいかないけど確かに昨日飲んだなっていう気分になってる、
実は私も昨日飲みました、
All
二
three
日酔い
of
にはなっ
us.
てない、
Yeah, me neither. Like, I think so it seems like the three of us, we all went out drinking, but none of us are kind of, you know, feeling too hungover, but we're kind of like getting this feeling, you know, now maybe after you pass 30, if you drink anything, the next day you're kind of like, I can feel it kind of thing.
For sure. It's such a big difference to when I was in my 20s, early 20s, like, you know, I could go, I'm not saying I would have, but I could go many nights a week or a few nights a week, and feeling and just being able to get up and do the thing that you have to do. But now, like, definitely I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I should not have that third glass of wine or something. やっぱ30代とかになったらお酒がちょっとね朝起きたら飲んだなっていう気分になるよね。
そうね、ここ最近ずっとねすごい飲みすぎたっていうのはなくなったかも30過ぎてからかな、
それもそうだよね。
でもなんか飲みすぎた次の日頭が痛かったりあとなんかちょっと食べたいけどなんか入らなかったりそれかなんか飲みすぎた次の日異常にお腹が空いてたりとかもするよね。
そう私そうなんよ、みんなさ飲んだ後に何が食べたくなる？
私はねうどんが食べたくなる。
So what do we feel like eating after a night out? Yuria, her go-to is udon. Udon is a good choice.
スープが美味しいもんね。
そう、なんだろう麺類が食べたくなるかな。
I always crave curry after a night out.
なるほどね。カレーもいいね。カレーうどんや。
そうじゃん。カレーうどんライス。
カレーうどんライス私の大好きな。
おいしい。I just eat basically anything lying around, which is sort of another downside to drinking at all. We have like a snack shelf at our place, and basically I just kind of saunter into that area and start grabbing stuff off it pretty indiscriminately.
Yeah, no, I can understand that too. Just whatever you can get your hands on. ダンちゃんはもう何でも食べるって言ってる。
いいね。
Yeah, actually, last night we ended up eating through like about half a bag of pistachios. Pistachios are super good for if you're drinking. Also, while you're drinking, right? Because it's kind of an action. You gotta like crack it open and yeah.
わかった今の。
わからなかった。すごい勢いでお腹が鳴ったから。
全然聞こえなかった。 ダンちゃんはピスタチオナッツが好きって言ってる。
美味しいね。
で飲んでる時とか、そう飲んでる時とかやっぱり開けなきゃいけないからそれをやりながら食べるっていうのがいいねって言ってる。
そうね。開けるのがいいよ。開けて食べるっていうのいいよね。
楽しいね。
やっぱ飲んでる時はなんかつまみたいよね。
そう。お腹異常にすくもんね。でも私なんか食べてるのと食べるのと飲むのメインに両方できないから、食べるんだったら飲まないかな、あんまり。
OK。
みんな多分食べながら飲むのが好きだと思う。
So Yuria doesn't like to drink if she's eating, is that right?
Yeah. I do like a glass of wine if you're having like some nice Italian food or, like that. I like that a lot. Or if you're just having drinks with friends or whatever, just having like a little snack, like some nuts, like you're saying, or maybe even, chips or something like that. I like the saltiness and then like the drinks that you're having. だから少しはなんかつまみたいなとは思うけど、
まあね、そうね。
なんかちょっと塩辛いのが食べたくなる。
ねえ、しょっぱいなんかクラッカーにチーズ乗せて食べたい。サラミとかね。
You like a charcuterie board?
I do. I'm a charcuterie man, actually. But yeah, if you're drinking, it's dangerous. I went through like an entire wedge of blue cheese the other night. Not the other night. This was a few weeks ago.
In what night?
Yeah. You can just, you're drinking and talking, and next thing you know, there's no more blue cheese. And
It's gone.
わかるよ。私もブルーチーズ大好き。
でも大量に食べれない感じがする。
そうね。
ブルーチーズは、私はね。
なんかみんなで集まる時って全てのご飯が美味しいからチーズまでたどり着かないんだよね。
わかる。
でも最初のさ、ご飯が出てくるまでにつまんじゃうよね、チーズね。
そう。That's true. While you're waiting for the real food to come out, like to have like, a little snack board with cheese is definitely good.
For sure.
ね。So in Japan, when you're hungover, you can go to the convenience store or to a pharmacy, whatever, and buy these little hangover drinks. There's a couple of different types. Like some of them are before you drink, like ukon and heparize.
ヘパリーゼね、とウコン。
そういうの飲んだら
っていうね。
そう。そういうのをよく飲む？
いや、私食べる前に飲んだりとか、なんていうの、今からいっぱい飲むぞっていう時に飲むウコンの力だったり、ヘパリーゼを飲むと逆に飲みすぎて大変なことになっちゃうから、あんまり飲まない。ダンちゃんは？
No, I think that's a good point. Like they kind of set you up for trouble because the whole thing is like, okay, are you going to go out drinking? Have one of these. It has like a picture of a liver on the bottle, it's really like it's going to like help you get through this kind of thing. So you kind of, if you drink one of those, you go in with this attitude that you're going to just kind of go hard. And like Yudia says, I think it doesn't end well very often. So I don't drink them either.
Yeah. So it's like too much confidence. You're like, oh, I'm fine. I drank one of those, so I'm not going to be, I don't get too drunk.
It's total hubris. Like you just get like, oh, I drank that. I'm good to go kind of thing, right?
Yes, for sure. 面白いね。でも私だったらやっぱり効く気がする。なんか次の日のきつさがちょっと少なめになるから本当に飲む前とかパーティーに行く前とかはだいたいヘパリーゼは飲む。
へえ、そうなんや。
そうでもそれでも二日酔いになったらキャベジンとかそういうのもあるもんね。
So they have the one for after, right? So there's like heparizes for before, like that's what you guys were saying earlier, right? And then the next day you're supposed. What are some ones to drink the day after?
Like キャベジン。
キャベジン。
It sounds like cabbage to me. What's that?
なんでキャベジンなんだろうね。
キャベツの成分が入っとるんやな。
Yeah, I think so.
Gotcha. Cabbagine.
Well, do you think just eating cabbage will help for hangovers too?
For sure. You just have a curry the night before and then just munch on cabbage the next day and you're good to go, I think.
へえ、そうなんや。
まあだってキャベツの成分が入ってたら本当に二日酔いの日にキャベツを食べたら効くのかな？
多分効くんじゃない？やっぱ食物繊維とかが入ってて、どうなんだろう。そこは諸説あり。 わかんない
わかんない
で
ですす。
I mean, cabbage is good for you, period, right? So, go crazy. Always have like a head of cabbage that you can just munch on whenever you're feeling down. I should be eating one right now.
Give it a try. Let us know. Like, it might help. でもやっぱり飲んでる間に一番いいのはお水をたくさん飲むことだと思う。
あ、そうだね。でもさ、ね、飲みすぎた時って水飲んだ次の日の朝たまに足つったりするんだよね。なんかむくんで。
Really? 本当？
うん。しかもなんか飲みすぎた時の足のつった時めっちゃ痛いよ。本当に。
I have never experienced that.
本当。
No. So Yudia's saying that when she drinks, and even if she drinks a lot of water, that her feet hurt a lot. They swell up.
And she gets cramp in her legs, apparently. I don't know. I don't often get cramps in my legs.
Like a Charlie horse?
A what?
A Charlie horse? You don't know
覚え
what
てるよ。
Hang on. That's an
覚えてるよ。
English corner.
Oh, do we do English corners on the cafe? Let's do it.
We might as yeah, let's do
Daniel's English corner. A Charlie horse. A Charlie horse is a cramp that you get in the back of your leg, usually like your hamstring, your kind of back of your thigh. And it's very painful. Actually, I don't know if let me give this a quick Google. I don't know if a Charlie horse has to be in your hamstring or if it could be in your calf. Okay, yeah, it says a Charlie horse is a common name for a muscle spasm or cramp. They can occur in any muscle in the body, but often happen in the leg. For me, when I've used it in conversation, it's either a thigh or calf. I don't hear people talking about like Charlie horses really in other parts of their body, but maybe that's just a choice.
書いてある日本語で。
なんかね、読めなかった。漢字がすごい難しい漢字があって読めなかったの。まあ、とりあえず足が痛い病だね。
釣った時のことが、チャーリーホースって言うんだって英語で。私も知らなかった。
じゃあ私もなんかなった時、イエーイ I got Charlie horse みたいな感じで言えばいいと。
Yeah, absolutely. You don't need I don't know if you're happy about it or you're angry about it. The emotion was unclear to me there, but you could definitely say it.
そうだね。喜んで言わなくていいけど痛いか
そうだ
らね
ね。あ、痛いチャーリーホースみたいな。
そういう感じ。
なるほど。使わせていただきます。
はい、ぜひぜひ。でもじゃあ水をいっぱい飲んだ次の日、それかお酒を飲んだ次の日。
いや、お酒いっぱい飲んだ次の日。
Oh, okay.
次の日の寝てる最中にもう疲れて寝て酔っ払って寝てるのに足が痛くて目覚めたりする。
That doesn't sound great.
No.
Why is it a Charlie horse? Like, is there a meaning behind that?
Let's see. I will go to the Wikipedia page and find out more.
めっちゃ汚い話した。飲みすぎた次の日おしっこ臭くない？
Alright, we can say that. そうかな、なんか
飲みすぎたなって思う。私だけか。
多分水分が足りてないから
ないかも。多分そうかもしれない。
それだと思うけど、
多分足もつるのもそうだと思う。脱水症状。
そうだよね。
よく私脱水症状で言われたこと何回もあるからさ。
ゆりえちゃんは1日何リッターぐらい飲んでるの？お水。
多分2リッターいかないぐらいじゃない？
じゃあ脱水症状じゃないと思う、
いや、トイレ行く回数が多いけん、お医者さんにいつも言われるのは飲む量に対して出る量が多いから脱水症状になる。
I drink a lot of water. Like, I'm always thirsty. So basically, I carry this thing around constantly, and I'm just chugging it. You okay there, Mike? Earthquake?
It's an earthquake, yeah. Small one. Yeah. びっくりした。I was told by the doctor recently, actually, that the perfect amount of water, including tea and stuff to drink, is 1.2 liters, which sounded really little to me.
That does sound very little.
I think I drink more than that, but yeah, it just doesn't sound enough. 1.2 リッターが一番いいってお医者さんから言われたんだけど、
でも
少なくな
1.2 リ
い？
ッター少なくない？だってさ、食べてるものによっても水分が多いものってあるからさ、
そう
多分嫌でも多分1リットルは最低でも取れるよね。
そうだね。で食べ物とかにもね、お水とか入ってるもんね。
そう。
If your diet is like all watermelon, then maybe 1.2 liters seems like a reasonable amount. But otherwise, it feels. I mean, I'm sure it's depending on the person. There's body size would probably make a difference in that as well. But I did hear that like when I was growing up, there was always this idea that you had to drink. Actually, I don't remember how much it was. Like something like 2 liters or 8 cups of water a day. I think was the recommended amount. And then recently, what came out was that was quite an overshot. Like you don't need that much water because it wasn't factoring in water from food or something like that. I don't remember quite the study, but all that to say, maybe some people overhydrate.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't imagine unless you drink really way too much. Like I can't imagine 2 liters being too much. But hey, we're not doctors, so I don't know. But just drink when you're thirsty.
I'd much rather be overhydrated than underhydrated.
そうだよね。飲み足らないのも良くないもんね。
まあそうね。まあそんな感じで水分調節をしながら冬を乗り越えていかないといけないんです。
そうです。はい。
まあそんな感じで今日もゆっくりねおしゃべりして、まあ寒くなるやろうけんみんな風邪ひかないようにまた3人揃ってね写真撮れる日が来るといいな。まあ近いうちに
いいね
まあ会えると思うけど。
会える会える。会おう。楽しみにしてる。
楽しみにしてます。
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully next time we will have a little bit more energy, but it's kind of a chill edition this time.
Yeah.